Xavier's Boys Boarding Manmad is a Jesuit-run institution which is located nearly 100 kilometers away from Nasik. Manmad is a developing town in Nashik district in the Indian states of Maharashtra. It is the third largest city in Nasik district with a population of approximately 2 million. It geographically lies within Nandgaon Tehsil in Nasik district. It is very big in area as well as in population. Manmad is a major junction in Indian Railways. It has the Central Railway Engineering Workshop, which constructs and maintains railway bridges for Central Railways. About 55 years ago, when the Bombay Jesuits first landed in Manmad, they saw this area as a mission to educate the children and the poor people. And thus began St. Xavier's High School at Manmad in the year 1959. The school became so efficient and famous by its name that many farmers began to send their children to this school. But due to lack of travelling and poor transport, the need was not met. And thus the Jesuits began the boys' boarding, which would give opportunity to the boys to stay and study in the school. For last 55 years, the boarding has been running and the number of students who come to this boarding has increased. The boys who enter the boarding are from the ages 10 to 16 who do their high school studies from 5th to 10th standard. These children belong to the families of very poor farmers and daily laborers who get their daily livings from the farms and other works. Thus, their education is neglected and the growth is very poor. The parents of these children are illiterate and only work in the farm. They face major economic and health related issues. Thus, the boarding has tried in different ways to help and educate the children of these villagers. The academic year in the boarding begins in mid-June and ends in April. Thus, the children stay with us for nearly 10 months in the boarding. Their educational development and overall growth is the major responsibility of the Jesuits in the boarding. And thus, we have regular timetable which includes various activities during the day. The boarders wake up at 5:30 in the morning and begin their study at 6:15 a.m. after the small morning prayer and the yoga. They study for about 45 minutes and then go for a bath in groups of 25 each. After the morning breakfast is over, they go to school from 9:30 to 4 p.m. in the evening and have their lunch break at 1 to 2 p.m. in the afternoon. The evening timetable includes some manual work like cleaning, sweeping of the boarding camp and the work in the field where they cultivate vegetable. After the works are over, they go to play for an hour on the school playground. In the boarding, the boys are encouraged to play various games like football, basketball, volleyball, cricket, etc. The sports activities are strictly observed and time to time training is provided in different games. Once the games are over, then the children get back to their study from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. The study ends with a prayer and they go for supper, and by 9:30 they are off to bed. The regular diet of the students include a lot of pulses, vegetables once in a day, eggs twice in a week and chicken twice in a month. Besides the regular school and boarding activities, we also have several extracurricular activities to enhance the talents and skills of the boarders. These activities are planned in such a way that they cater to overall development of a student. These activities include intellectual, physical, psychological, social and spiritual growth. And to add to this, we also have many activities related with the environment and ecology, which includes love for the Mother Earth and care for the plants and trees. In order to prepare the 10th standard students for their board exams, this year we have introduced private coaching classes for the boarders. These classes are mainly in subjects like algebra, geometry, science and English. Teachers from the school are invited to teach the boarders and help them to clear their doubts with regard to these subjects. In order to enhance the competitive spirit in each boarder, we organize various competitions like handwriting competition, speech and singing competition, essay competition, dance competition, quiz competition, drawing competition, etc. School teachers are invited to judge the competition and reward the students. Although most of the boys take part in the school sports activities, yet the boarding also organizes certain sports competitions to enhance their sportive nature and give them an opportunity to grow in this field. This year we have had several students who have ranked various numbers and prizes in sports. Among them, Sagar Zorwar is a 10th standard student who won 3rd prize at the marathon race organized by the Manmad Municipal Corporation. As a part of the social and relational aspect among the boys, the boarding also organizes telegames and funny games for the boarders. The sole motive of this activity is to enhance their relation with each other. In the month of January, on the occasion of World Peace Day, a small workshop on peace and forgiveness was taken by Brother Lloyd. The boarders were told to forgive each other and accept the others as they are. It was a beautiful and touching gesture to see so many boys reconciling with each other. The boarders also get their study tour and picnic as a part of their boarding activity. We have been taking the boarders for sightseeing to different cities like Mumbai, Pune, Aurangabad, Nasik, etc. These tours are directed towards the general and geographical knowledge about the place and the locations. Also, it's a chance for them to interact with the boys of the city school. Every year, we have had several B.Ed trainee teachers coming to give us the classes for a week at our boarding. These teachers help the students in various subjects like English, maths and science. Also, it's an opportunity for them to learn from these boarders and vice versa. The boarders learn to speak and express their views in different languages. And this is what they would like to say about their boarding.
मी पाचवी मध्ये शिकत आहे. मी सुरगाणाहून आलो आहे. मी गेल्या 10 महिन्यापासून हे बोर्डिंग मध्ये राहत आहे. हे बोर्डिंग मध्ये मला येऊन खूप काही शिकायला भेटलं. बोर्डिंग मध्ये शेती आहे. शेतीमध्ये आम्हाला काम करायचं.
मी आता 10वी अ मध्ये शिकत आहे. मला इथे येऊन 6 वर्ष झाले आहेत. मला या वर्षी म्हणजे या वर्षापर्यंत खूप काही अनुभव भेटले आहे. त्यामध्ये काही विविध प्रकारचे खेळ काही
मी बेदगाव येथून आलेलो आहे. मला येऊन 2 वर्ष झालेले आहे. आमचे माझ्या बोर्डिंग मध्ये शेती आहे. त्या शेतीत आम्ही वेगवेगळ्या भाजीपाला पिकवतो.
I am 16 years old. I am studying in Xaviers High School, Manmad. I am staying at Xavier Boys Boarding Manmad. I have stayed here last 6 years. I am very happy to be here.
Beside the private tuitions, we also have several guest lecturers coming to the boarding to give workshops and classes to the boys on different topics like career guidance, drawing, arts, creativity, music, etc. These type of activities help the boys to retain their interest for the skills and talents that they have. Twice in a week, we also keep the library hour, during which the children read various story books and comics in order to develop their taste for the language and study. The boarders are also given supervised classes in computers and technology. As a part of their cultural practices, the boys also work in the boarding farm, cultivating the vegetables that are needed for the daily food purpose. We also encourage that they plant a tree and take a special care of it till they pass out from the boarding. As a part of the love for the nature, we plan several nature treks and strolls in the greenery. There are different feasts that are celebrated in the boarding like St. Ignatius, St. Francis Xavier, Christmas, the boarding day, the Parents' Day, etc. These feasts and activities are mainly to enhance their stage talent in singing, dancing, and acting. The St. Xavier's Boys Boarding Manmad has helped several boys in past 55 years and continues to render its services for these boys and many who are yet to come. Many students have taken up medical, engineering, politics, banking, and also agriculture as their field after their education in the boarding. We are very grateful to all our friends, well-wishers, and benefactors for their generous contribution and support. God bless you all, and thank you very much.